Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I welcome all of you, my dear friends, to your own channel. My name is Nasir Ibadi. Today we have got one best question in mathematics. By the way, the question is a multiple choice question, and we can have one answer, two answer, or maybe three answer. They are right. We will find that one. By the way, what has been asked? F dash x is equal to e to the power fx minus gx times 2g dash x. F r r, what does it mean first? F r r, it means domain is real number. This one indicates domain. It is real number. And also this one indicates range. Or in some book it's written codomain, but we have a little difference between range and codomain. By the way, the range is also real number. From this one we can have the result. It is that the function is a continuous function. It means if we plot the graph, this is x-axis and this is y-axis, the graph may be like this one. What does it mean? It means it starts from minus infinity to the positive infinity in x direction. It means in domain. And also in y, it starts from minus infinity to the positive infinity. And this one indicates range. Now, G is also RR. What does it mean? It means G is a continuous function. Its domain is real number, and codomain or range is also real number. And we have something in here. F and G, they are non-constant functions, and they are differentiable in every point. And also we have F1 is equal to G2 is equal to 1. Now, what is or are the solution? It means what is or are the answers? Maybe 1, 2, 3, or 4, or maybe none of them will be right. Okay, find it. Now, how we can solve these questions? Let me first erase the board, then we will come inshallah to the solution. First of all, my dear friends, look to the answer. In answer, we don't have any differentiation. It means we have f with no dash, and we have g with no dash. But the question is with the dash. So, f dash x is equal e to the power fx minus gx times g dash x. First of all, I will separate this power. Why? Because in the answer sheet we have f and g individual, not in a combination. It means f dash x is equal e to the power fx times e to the power minus gx times g dash x. I will bring this part to the left side. So e to the power minus fx times f dash x is equal e to the power minus gx times g dash x. Now, how should I remove this differentiation? We have to take integration on both sides. With which variable? With x. It means dx. So I can write e to the power minus fx times f dash x dx is equal to integration e to the power minus gx g dash x dx. One thing that we have a rule in integration is integration e to the power u du is equal e to the power u plus c. It means now this is we have e to the power something, maybe like u, but in here we have f dash x. Now what should I do? If I write d sine x, What does it mean? It means the differentiation of the sine. So we can write cosine x dx. It means if I want to put this cosine x inside the differentiation, so I have to write this one like d sine x, and d sine x, it means the differentiation of sine x, and it is cosine x dx. What does it mean? If we have f dash x dx, now I want to put this one inside the differentiation. So how should I write? I have to write dfx. Now what do you mean by dfx? It means you have to differentiate this dfx. So what's the differentiation of dfx? It is f dash x dx, like this one. If we have d sine x, now what's the differentiation? It is sine dash x dx. Now we write sine dash like cosine x dx. It means in here also I can bring this fx into differentiation. If I want to bring this one, then we will have integration e to the power minus fx dfx. Now what do we mean? If I put this f dash into this one, into differentiation, so I have to write dfx. Now what's the differentiation of the dfx? It is f dash x dx. I think you have got. But if I name here like u, so we should have here also minus fx. Now I have to write 1 minus here and 1 minus here. Why? Because e to the power minus fx d minus fx. Now what does it mean? It means e to the power minus fx. Now what's the differentiation of d minus fx? It is minus f dash x dx. Now we have 1 minus, but in the question we don't have any minus, so I have to write 1 minus here, this minus and this minus. I think it become positive. So I have to put in here 1 minus equal. In here also the same, integration e to the power minus gx. Now I have to bring this g dash x into differentiation, so I have to write d gx, but we have minus gx. I have to write 1 minus here and 1 minus in here. Now what's the differentiation of d minus gx? D minus gx, it is minus g dash x dx, and we have 1 minus here, and this minus they become, I think, positive. Okay, it's right. Now what should I do? In here this minus and this minus, I think you can product with or divide -1 on both sides. Now it's positive. Now what's the integration of e to the power minus fx d minus fx? This one is u, this one is also u. It's u. Integration e to the power u du. What's the integration? I think e to the power u. It means e to the power minus fx plus c1 plus a constant. There we have also same. If this one is u, this one is also u. Now what's the integration? I think e to the power u, it means minus gx plus c2. Now I bring this one to the left side, so e to the power minus fx plus or minus this one minus. Am I right? Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Now, I have to write this one to the left side. It becomes minus e to the power minus gx. And we have c2 minus c1. Now, e to the power minus fx minus e to the power minus gx is equal. What is the subtraction between two constants? It's again a constant. We can say c. Now, this one become an important equation. Very important equation. That we can find something from here. Now, I want to put first 1. So, it becomes e to the power minus f1 minus e to the power minus g1 is equal to c. This is the first equation. Again, we have to put 2. E to the power minus f2, also this is x, minus e to the power minus g2, it becomes c. The same constant. Whatever x is, the subtraction are the same c. From right side, we can explain that the left side are also the same. So, what's the left side? E to the power minus f1 minus e to the power minus g1 is equal to what? This one, e to the power minus f2 minus e to the power minus g2. Right side are the same, so left side must be the same. E to the power minus f1 minus e to the power minus g1 is equal to e to the power minus f2 and minus e to the power minus g2. We have something in here. f1 is 1, so I have to write here f1. This one I have. f1 is 1, so e to the power minus 1 minus e to the power. Do we have g1? No. It is minus g1 is equal e to the power minus f2. We don't have the value of f2, but we have the value of g2. We have this one. It is again 1. And we have this minus. Now, I want to bring this one here. It becomes minus e to the power minus f2 minus e to the power minus g1 is equal to this one, minus e to the power minus 1, and this one minus e to the power minus 1. Now, if I divide both sides with minus, it becomes plus e to the power minus f2 plus e to the power minus g1, and this one is plus, this one is also plus. How many e to the power minus 1 we have? 2. 2e to the power minus 1. And it means, this one means 2 divided by e. Now we have e to the power minus f2 plus e to the power minus g1 is equal to 2 divided by e. We have one important equation in here. Now, in this equation, what is e to the power minus f2? It is an exponential, I think, function. And this one is also an exponential or a power. If we have a power, the power result is always positive. It means this one is a positive number. And this one is also a positive number. And 2 upon e is also a positive number. Now, this is the summation. The summation of two positive numbers is equal to another positive number. For example, we have 5. How many positive numbers we can have the summation 5? We have 1 plus 4. We have 0.5 plus 4.5. We have 3 plus 2. Whatever we have. But we don't have 6 plus minus 1. 6 plus minus 1, although the summation is 5, but this one is a positive number and this one is a negative number. Now it means from the positive number, if you want to sum 1 plus 4 is 5, 0.5 plus 4.5 is 5, 3 plus 2 is 5. It means whatever is, they are less than 5. Now from this result we can say that e to the power minus f2 should be less than 2 upon e. It should be. Why? Because it's a positive number, the summation is equal to the positive number, this number is a positive, it's a positive, this positive must be less than 2 upon e, and this one also must be less than 2 upon e. So we can have e to the power minus f2 is less than 2 upon e. Now I have to take log on both sides with the base e. Now I can write log base e to the power minus f2 is less than log 2 divided by e to the base e. Now we bring this minus f2 in here, minus f2, and log e to the base e is 1, is less than this one. This division goes to subtraction, log 2 to the base e minus log e to the base e, and log e to the base e is 1. Now I have to divide both sides on negative number. If you want to divide both sides on negative number, now what do we have? If this minus f2 becomes plus f2, and this one change its side, it's lower, but in here it's higher, and this minus 1 become plus 1, and this positive log, it becomes minus log 2 to the base e. So this answer is the right one. If 2 is greater than 1 minus log 2e, and also this one must be less from the what? From this division. It means we have e to the power minus g1 must be less than 2 upon e. Now I want to have on both sides log e. Why log e? Because in answers we have log e. Now we can write log e to the power minus g1 is less than log base e, and what's the number? 2 upon e. This minus g1 we have in here, minus g1 is less than, and this one goes to subtraction, log 2 to the base e minus log e to the e, it's 1. And I have to divide both sides on minus 1. And this minus becomes plus g1, and this one change to great, then this minus 1 becomes plus 1, and this one we have minus log 2 to the base e. What answer we have? I think number 4. Then number 2 and number 4, they are the right answer. I think you have enjoyed. By the way, Allah Hafiz.